Good evening and Happy New Year's to you. If you're like me, we probably started to wonder if we would ever get to this particular night. Back in March when the COVID restrictions started to take place, and if you remember about the third week of March, we were not able to have church services indoors after that for any longer. And then we varied and alternated and did things differently for the past 9 months. But here we are on the eve of a brand new year, 2021. We're looking forward to it. We're hoping things will be different. We're hoping that things are going to be better. And I know for my own family, as well as many other families, it's been a very difficult year. And so I want to encourage you, as we begin a new year, let's think about what God would have us do and what God could do in a new year. We know the passage from Jeremiah 29, where God says, I know the plans that I have for you, plans to prosper your life. And that promise that he gave to the nation of Israel has an indirect application for us too, because God wants what is best. He wants what is good for us. We know that Romans chapter 8 says that God will work all things together for good. Let me be honest with you. I don't always understand that. In fact, there's days I don't even really like it because I know that whatever happens to me, God will ultimately work it for good. And sometimes it's the requirement of the negative in order to accomplish the positive. And so God is at work in my life. Philippians chapter 1, verse 6, God said from the very moment, he says, he has begun a good work in you and will continue to perform it. Let's together let God do something great this year together in our own lives, our families, and even our church together. And today as we look at this, I want to share with you two different verses. One is in the book of Lamentations, chapter 3. When this year did you go to Lamentations? Maybe not at all. But listen to what God says here. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. We realize that all throughout this year, as ugly as it's been, the love of God has never ceased. But then catch this. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. You know what? If God's mercies are new every morning, imagine starting tomorrow, 365 new opportunities for the mercies of God in your life. And then I want to take you to Psalm 40, verse 3. Here's what it says. God has put a new song in my mouth, a hymn of praise to God. Many will see and fear the Lord and put their trust in him. You know, it's a new year, and God wants to put a new song in your heart. And what will be the result? The end of verse 3, many will see and fear the Lord and put their trust in him. You know what? It's time for us to begin a new year, and it's time for him to put a new song in our heart. Let's make sure that our attitude and our heart are about the Lord and the song that he puts there so that it will change the lives of other people this year. Happy New Year. God bless you. Let's do this new year together.